WDAY.
New tonight on the News Leader.
Get back! Open door! Open door!
A training exercise to prepare for a mass shooting.
This can happen anywhere.
Why officers in Cooperstown are keeping this simulation as realistic as possible.
The man who shot 3 men outside a downtown bar breaks down in court. He tells jurors why he was forced to shoot.
I just pulled into the gun that was empty.
This is Kevin Walden. Tonight,
Travis's whole life was baseball and hockey and kids.
West Fargo 9-year-olds remember Coach Travis.
More than just as a coach, but also kind of as a dad on the field for everybody.
And how baseball is more than just a game.
Good evening, everyone. We begin tonight in Uvalde, Texas, where 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School were gunned down. Tonight, we're learning the shooting was planned.
18-year-old Salvador Ramos used social media to say he was going to shoot his grandmother. He did, in the face, but she survived. He also posted he was going to shoot up a school. He didn't mention which school in particular. He got into Robb Elementary School by going through the back door. He went into a classroom, locked the door, and began shooting the teacher and children in the classroom. That massacre lasted 40 minutes to an hour before Ramos was killed by a Border Patrol agent. Ramos legally purchased 2 AR-15 guns when he turned 18. It is the deadliest school shooting in the U.S. since Sandy Hook in 2012. Just a day after Uvalde, a small North Dakota community is staying prepared just in case the same tragedy happens there.
WDAY News reporter Nick Broadway gives us an inside look at the active shooter training in Cooperstown. And we do want to warn you, some of the video you're about to see is graphic, but it's just a simulation. None of it is real.
Go, scenario 1.
The starting gun for this training exercise comes from the man playing the role of the shooter, charging through the doors of Griggs County Central High. Shooting blanks into the ground, he runs through the halls, shouting at people inside while trying door handles. Real officers run in, helping fake victims with injury makeup plastered on. EMS crews carry out the mock wounded in droves, pretending like it's the real deal.
Get back! Open door! Open door!
The acting shooter got cuffed in the gym, while other officers sweep every hall, closet, and room. It's a training exercise they spent months planning for. In light of yesterday's mass shooting in Texas, some ask if this is a good time for this exercise.
This is such a new, normal part of our world. When would there be a good time? We could reschedule this for 2 weeks down the road, and there might be another shooting event at that time.
Each student has their own role, whether it's acting a certain way or simply doing nothing.
So I get to lay down and say nothing.
Recent graduate Lane Kautzman has some makeup to simulate gunshot wounds.
It is my first time being shot, fake shot.
Sheriff Amberly Michaelis says making it look as real as possible is important. So if it actually happens, her officers have this training to revert to.
As we know, this can happen anywhere. That was what a community of 10,000. It doesn't matter if you're 1,500, a million. It can happen anywhere.
Kautzman agrees, saying he's glad they're staying ready.
Just make me feel a bit more comfortable knowing that we have practiced the scenario, so if it were to happen, we would be more prepared.
Nick Broadway, WDAY News.
Heartland Consulting is teaming up with the Sheriff's Office for this realistic training session. And a local therapist recommends parents talk with their children about the shooting at the elementary school in Texas. Megan Weeks says it's good to tell them about what happened before they hear it from someone else. Younger children may ask more blunt questions, while older children typically ask about their own safety. She recommends being honest and emphasizing the safe people and places in their lives.